Friday night. Welcome to the Whiskey Roundtable. We are your hosts.
Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
Bourbon Bob.
And Booker Boggs.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have more women in here. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. So, if Rob up north, if you're watching, I know you missed Jen.
Hi, Rob. Sorry I missed you.
Hey, Rob. Happy Hello Whiskey Friday.
Hello, Whiskey Friday. Yeah, he wanted
Hello,
to talk
Whiskey.
bourbon with you so much, but just the timing. He had to go
Yeah.
back up north. So,
Yeah, we hung out last night till, 3 in the morning.
Now,
That's
does that,
probably why I woke up and had a friggin'
I was going
migraine
to say,
headache.
is there any correlation with the migraine?
Oh, I was down for the count all day today.
No, say when
And I
I.
can't even say it was alcohol.
Oh,
I think I smoked too many cigars.
no.
I think I smoked
You?
6 cigars last night.
oh,
That's probably what gave me the headache.
wow! You need an oxygen tank around here.
No kidding. Crazy.
Wow.
So we're all moved around in different
Yeah.
spots.
Well, yeah, we're
tonight.
mixing it up a little bit here on the Whiskey Roundtable.
Well, this is my spot.
So we got,
Well, I wanted this spot over here, so I had to put my Ron Sweet Goulardi tribute shirt on for the Halloween. So
Nice.
we have our producer, Zach, is here today.
Producer
Hi,
Zach.
Zach.
is here,
Hey,
yeah.
how you doing?
We also have
Producer
Mr.
Zach.
Cameron from California.
Yeah, producer Zach, Cameron.
Yeah.
We got Shauna.
Shauna.
And we have
Ryan.
Ryan. Okay. All right, Ryan.
Ryan came to watch the show. And,
Ryan's from up north too,
he's up
Chardon.
from- up north. Listen, on the way home, if you get pulled over, mention my name, and
You
I'll
get
get you
thrown
a
into the
nice
tank.
cell with 2 pillows. Okay. Awesome.
A cell with a view. Huh?
nice,
Nice.
nice.
Too funny.
So tonight we wrap up Hello Whiskey Month
Mm-hmm.
with an appropriate theme, and yeah, what show is this, Greg? If you, what do you think for 2023?
I don't know. As much time as we all took off this year. It's our 10th show.
Not too
10th
bad.
with quality.
Just a few more than that. Tonight's our 32nd show of the year. So, yeah.
Too funny.
So Booker Boggs, Steve Galloway goes, I wonder where you got that name from.
Yeah, he's the one who gave you that name, Booker Boss.
Well, let me tell you what I got in my trunk.
Got some junk in the trunk.
So, I'm up for the nursing
Oh,
conference.
you meant the boobs.
Yeah, my
Oh,
actual trunk. Yeah, we're not to them titties yet.
Damn titties!
No, she didn't.
No, so I'm
Now I'm talking for about 2 hours.
3 minutes into the show.
so coming up Wednesday. I realized I had booked a new product tasting down at Jim Beam. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna go there and have a little drink before I drive all the way up to Cleveland. But anyway, they had the 2304 release of Bookers. So I got that in the trunk and got me a little book and yeah.
The
So
problem
that's
with
how
that-
I got the name.
Problem with that
That's my favorite.
statement? It's in your trunk.
It is in my
You know,
trunk.
so
I haven't tried it yet though.
so I used to get her some of those.
You did.
Okay, but
Yes.
now she's ahead of me. Meaning, I have Bookers here, and I like it. I don't drink it a lot, but every time I say, "Hey, do you want?" I just bought one yesterday. I'm like, what? So now I don't even ask. If she needs something, she'll call me. She'll let me know. Hey, can you find me this? Sure.
She's got her own contacts now.
I do. Right?
She's got a guy.
You got a guy.
I got a guy.
I got a guy.
I just want to say Pat Patterson is
Pat
on.
Patterson.
Hey, Pat.
Pat's on the
So-
queue here.
I just want to clarify something that went down this week for the radio show.
Thank
so,
you for mentioning that, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, supposedly Facebook was going to shut our show down, and we had to do all this stuff, and because we supposedly
Trademark
infringement. Well, so long story short, this is how it all went down. So I reach out to Karen, let her know. She's like, what? So she starts investigating. At the same time, I dropped my phone and destroyed the whole glass and everything else. So I went to iRepair, who does all of our equipment
Another
stuff
plug.
for repair.
Aurora Farms.
Aurora Farms, yep. And so he was going through my phone, and he's like, who were you talking to at, between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock? So I said, well, that was, I start telling him the story. I said, well, Facebook wants to put, he goes, give me that phone back. So he starts going through my phone, and he tags it up with his phone, and he starts going through it, cleans out everything. It was a scam, and he attacked the scam and shut them down.
Nice.
Gave me my phone, and I was having problems where, like, he looked at it and said, man, my phone is like, the battery goes like in an hour. And that was all a part of that. So now ever since he cleaned everything up, that, my battery has...
So somebody got on your phone.
Yeah. So anyway, so he goes, Facebook will never ask you for a password, just so you know.
And that's what it did, and that
Yeah.
was the first giveaway. I'm like, wait a minute, why would you need my password? And I stopped from there,
Yeah.
and then we were just like, well, we'll wait and see. If we did a trademark infringement and they shut us down, we have our website, we have our show, we'll figure it out. We'll get around it. So,
Yeah.
F
But
you, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
But we're all good.
Gazinia. Twice. But anyway.
But we dodged the bullet for this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good about keeping track of all
Right,
that
right.
crazy stuff.
We tried to be, yeah. I mean, when we first started out, we would play some music that wasn't, we didn't have license to, and yeah, we got
Allegedly.
slapped on the hand
Yeah, they just,
from YouTube, and but we've learned as we go along, you can't do that kind of stuff, and we
Yeah.
understand that. And your daughter Kayla, her music,
all right. We had to get-
that's all legit, and we got a release and all
Well,
of that stuff.
yeah,
so.
just to be able to get permission to use her music was quite
Yeah.
a thing.
Right.
Yeah, we had to, get a signed letter from both authors of the song, and so anyway, it was a lot of. We had to jump through all the hoops to use
Right.
our song since it was commercially released.
Yeah,
Cool.
so
But
So
that's the world.
so here we are. We're not going away.
Watch
You're
your
stuck with
trademarks,
us.
kids. That's
So
all
at
we
least
got
for
to
now.
do.
I just wanted, I know, because a lot of people reached out about it and wanted to know what, but so a lot of them were viewers, and so they see
So
what's
we're
going
cool.
on.
We're cool.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Good
cool.
for
We're cool like a
now.
fan, man. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out who this is on the scroll. And I know I'm going to screw this up.
Who are you?
Is that? Oh! I was like, hello from Chardon. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they know Ryan.
Nice.
Yeah, big dork. Come on.
What do you expect? This is the Whiskey Roundtable.
So I don't know how to act. Jen's not on the scroll
Well,
today.
since you're here, how do you pronounce that? What is that?
It's Amphithoda. It makes it sound like you're saying MC Soda, but
Oh, I see.
you have
With a lisp.
There's no way to pronounce it
Soda. Okay.
correctly.
Oh,
Very great.
That's
Great.
funny.
All right, we're just gonna call you Ryan.
It's easier. Yeah. Oh, that's freaking hysterical.
Too funny.
Everybody's here.
Well, Jen's not on the scroll. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought-
Yeah, so
Well, Jen's our guest. So, Jen,
well-
anything new you want to tell us about? You were telling me before the show what you're doing with whiskey. She's 2 years now since you
Yeah.
moved to Kentucky. You're not too far from Louisville, so you're
No.
in bourbon country. And
Yeah, I'm right in the middle.
yeah. So
Right in the middle.
so you've been participating in some good events and
Yeah, like there's always something going on, right? Like
right,
going down
hanging out with the.
with the nose,
The
Fred
nose.
and Freddie. And let me just tell you, Fred is freaking hilarious. He says shit every other word, but he tells the best stories. It's like sitting on your porch.
Freddie.
Grandpa, Fred No.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
and his son's about as funny, too. And he gets pretty lit sometimes. But,
I ran into him at a bourbon tasting one time, and Freddie Noel Jr. was hilarious.
I like him already.
I mean, he was
Really fun.
he was an off the hook kind of dude.
Yeah. So I've been enjoying that because Jim Beam's my favorite distillery anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there you
So
go.
that's fun, and there's all kinds. There's always festivals and.
That's my
just-
go-to, Jim
you know.
Beam. I love Jim Beam.
And
Yeah.
we talked about it. We did a Wizard episode too about the family ties, how so much ties back to the Beam family.
And they were all
Somebody
friends.
somehow related to the Beams.
Yeah, and
in
that's
the whiskey world.
yeah, and
the
they were all
bourbon
friends.
world anyway, yeah.
Fred told a story where when he was 16, he was like the driver for his dad Booker, and then everybody, you know, Jimmy Russell and all those folks, right? And he didn't know he was driving around. Like he'd be, we're just driving around, going to events and stuff, and they're all cussing each other and carrying on, and getting all drunk in the back seat, right? And I mean, they're just like, we kind of put these master distillers kind of up on a pedestal, right? But they're just
regular
they're
people.
just Kentucky country folk.
That is
for
one
real,
of the things
yeah.
I really enjoyed about that is
Yeah.
you know talking to Fred, and it was literally just a bunch of people doing the same thing. They're in business world, they are competitors, but they're like the best of friends.
But they're not. Yeah,
They're the best of friends. I
and
mean,
they-
they literally
They help each
just
other
help
out
each
on
other
a lot
out.
of things.
And they all admire
Something.
each other's
Oh,
liquids,
yeah.
and they all really admire, you know, all the different things that they're doing. And,
And
like,
that's
it's
another thing I
super
like
cool.
about the bourbon world. There's really no enemies.
No.
No,
I
that's
mean,
true.
you know-
That's true. Well, yeah.
So I am like this because did you meet Eddie Russell?
I've met him in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
so-
love Wild Turkey. That's
Yes.
like one of my favorites.
Yes.
So I think he is the coolest because he's been in the business for what 6-7 decades
Yeah.
or
Yes.
something. It's just unreal.
I
Him
met
personally?
him. I met him and his wife actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they used to hang out in the gift shop at the distillery, and you could, you know, and so they could just talk to the customers and talk to the fans. So.
That
If
is
everything
so
goes
cool.
well, I'll have met him in the future.
Well, I guess all as well at
That's
some
right.
point, right?
That's
Death and taxes.
That is awesome.
Well,
You
I
must
had
love it. 'cause
thought
I
about
I
that
really
angle,
do.
but
It's
yeah.
so much. It's just fun, and then meeting like the people at those events too that are just as passionate, right? Like, and it was so funny. He's like 2 tastings. Like a few weeks ago, I was down there, and I met people from Vinton County, Ohio, which you may not know where Vinton County, Ohio is, but it's a little baby county down south of Columbus, right? My best friend was from there, and he knew her, right? So like, but here we are in you know Claremont, Kentucky, drinking bourbon, you know, meeting people from Old
Right.
Town, right? And then I met a dude last week from Ohio Workers' Comp. He's from up here. He's from Canton.
Well,
Right, so
yeah.
then we get to talking about bourbon and stuff. It's just amazing. Like you meet just all kinds of really cool people.
So bourbon is a nice world to be in.
It is. I haven't found anything negative about it. Except maybe all the money I spent on it.
What would you buy? Food?
Yeah,
House,
obviously I'm buying
medication.
food. We're good.
I gotta buy the bourbon.
There's nothing negative about it at
No,
all.
no.
Nothing neg-
Good friends.
Well, I mean, maybe
good
that-
drinks.
except that maybe it's not Scotch, but
Oh.
sorry. No, it's
Don't
Scotch
listen.
is secondhand
No,
bourbon.
Don't listen to him.
you know me.
He's stupid. Good.
Oh my goodness. So I think all of us have a cigar except for you.
He doesn't
Well,
smoke
you
though,
know,
right?
No, he doesn't smoke.
I've been thinking about trying it sometime.
He's been
Yeah.
secondhand smoking this whole time.
He has been. So
Yeah, you literally can say, man, I smoked this cigar.
I know. It's,
Yes, yesterday it was a great cigar.
I mean-
I thought you didn't smoke. I don't. It was just the whole room was full of smoke.
it's like Spicoli's van
That's
down
it.
here.
everybody in this room is smoking. So yeah, I think I probably get a cigar's worth here.
So
Nice.
Anyway,
Greg, Bob, what are you guys smoking tonight?
Again, I have the
Royal Havana.
the Royal Havana cigar for Dave.
Yeah.
I just absolutely love these Diablos.
Yeah, Diablo. So that's a great
This is
cigar.
a new go-to for me, and this is what I really enjoy. And Dave at Royal Havana takes really good care of everybody.
Yep, he does.
I love
one
it.
of our
man.
He's a
great
great guy.
sponsors. Yes.
I was smoking a diesel.
A diesel.
Ooh.
That sounds rough.
Yeah, it's a full Maduro. I love it. Listen. That's the only cigar I smoke is Maduro. I can have that for breakfast. That and a cup of coffee.
Oh, geez.
Just don't have
Breakfast
six.
of Champions.
Yeah.
Give me a cigar.
Well, is it the same way as like with a hangover? You drink to cure your hangover. Do you smoke to cure your cigar hangover?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Okay, there you go.
It's working, right?
It's all right with me
All
right now.
Hey, well, so we are a whiskey show, so shall we look at what tonight's feature is?
Yeah.
Or did you want to hit the scroll? Did you want to do the round table? What did you want to do?
Well, let's
do the bottle
get-
can and we'll
yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about it
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
that's running. And
We will definitely get back to the scroll.
Because there's a lot of people out there today.
As long as the audience says, as long as they say interesting things, you know.
That's it.
That's right. We'll
Have
be
some
right
trouble,
back.
folks.
Yeah, I don't know how to act.
We'll be
You're
right
not on
back.
here.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
Well, that was quick. That was a quick cam.
It was quick. Well, we had a lot of talking to do about what we were
Yeah.
going to
Oh.
do next.
We're going to keep
So-
it to 2.5 hours today.
Yeah.
Just for Jen.
45 kids.
I'm going to
45.
turn it over to Jen. Jen?
Yeah. So, yeah, what are y'all drinking? Let's hear
Tell
it.
us. I saw that we have Chris Snyder's on the scroll. Did somebody say?
Somebody said yes. Somebody,
Yeah,
yep.
Chris
Oh
is.
my god, Christopher Britton Snyder. To what do we owe this incredible pleasure?
Oh my God. And he's wearing a kilt, he said.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Was he
wait,
wearing
let me-
anything
I bet
under
he's
the
drinking-
kilt?
Let me
must
get
be
that
drinking
vision out of my head. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then.
What Lauren is drinking 1792 bourbon,
Oh, which
nice.
one?
Amaro Montenegro, and Angostura.
Oh,
What,
Angostura.
what kind of 1792? Like the full proof or the small batch? Like 1792 is some awesome stuff. That's a Sazerac company too, as well.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
I had no idea they were.
I love 1792. I think it's
New
delicious.
Orleans.
I think it's a great pour for the price because I mean it's still
totally
a really
is.
great price point. The bottle's amazing. That's a great bottle for a gift.
It really is. And the foolproof, they do a lot of store picks.
Right,
Right.
right.
So there's a lot of single barrels out there that are freaking delicious.
Yeah, it's an underrated bourbon in my eyes.
I have
Lauren's,
all the
calling it a
1792
Manhattan
bottles.
Negro.
Never opened them.
What did you say? I'm
I have all the 1792 bottles. I've never
Really?
opened them.
never opened.
Really?
They're really good. You're missing
That's
out.
great, G.
I've had them all. I've had them all.
Then
But I listen. I don't trust me.
It's Greg's retirement
I've
fund.
had all the 1792s, and I have a whole I think there's like 5 or 6 bottles of 1792 that I personally have that I have never opened, and they're all everyone is the different, the foolproof, the 12-year, all that other stuff. So small batch, that I have upstairs.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should see my
I
credentials at
recommend
the
opening the
office.
1792s because they're delicious.
They are
Yes,
good. Like I said,
100%.
I've had them with
Yes.
other friends who have introduced me to those
Yeah.
back in the day. Frank Payne, all that whole crew and everything else. But they're all good. I don't have a bad thing to say about 1792.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
the same distillery does the Thomas More series, which they've been experimenting with different finishes, right? So Cabernet, Merlot, Chardonnay cask, and those are all good as well.
And
Really good.
Chestnut Farm.
Chestnut Farm.
They're doing the same.
Yep. Well, a lot of folks have gotten into that,
Well, I'm a
right?
su- I'm a
Bardstown
sucker
kind of
for a
got
wine
that started,
finish
I think,
anyway.
but yeah,
That's the
really good. What else is everybody else drinking?
Rob up north is having a Buffalo Trace single barrel, and he thanks Big G.
You're welcome,
For
bro.
that.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
And he is having that with a Buffalo Trace cigar.
Oh.
very nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
I know. If I told you guys, I live up the hill from Buffalo Trace, so I can smell the mash in the mornings. Like I work out all
darn.
backwards.
So she goes and she
get a
goes
buzz
up,
off
she
of
goes
it.
up, she drinks the bottle, and then she's drunk and hungover the next day. She can just roll down the hill,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
get another bottle.
Being that close, do you get any of the black
mold,
mold?
yep.
You get that black mold on your house?
Absolutely, absolutely
wow.
we do.
Oh,
And they're
really?
actually so a lot of the distillers are
It's the
expanding
distiller
right.
mold.
It's distillers
Yeah, I
mold.
know.
Whiskey mold, yeah.
Yeah, whiskey
so
mold.
yeah, it's all around like the porch columns and gets on the side of trees and stuff. But they say it doesn't hurt anything. So
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
yeah. So, but the thing is like a lot of the distilleries are expanding, right? Like, because they're trying to put more barrels in because of demand, right? Like, it's all exploded, and they don't expect that to stop. So they're actually just on the other end of the road, about 5 miles away. I think it's Bardstown they've built like 20 rick houses. Like, just out in the middle of nowhere, out in the country.
Yeah.
So we'll get some more mold from that probably, but it's pretty cool to, drive by and watch them as they
Do they
build.
really have over in Kentucky? Do they really have that? I call it like a campground. There are these huge, large barrels people can go stay. Is that really a thing? Or
That
no?
is a thing. Somebody built an Airbnb and they made big bourbon barrels as the cabin.
Aren't those,
I did see that.
think
I've
those
never
are-
been there, but yeah.
those are more wine barrels. I think they make
It's
the
a
wine
kitschy
barrels.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's like it's
Well-
as big as this room.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a glamping thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You go glamp in the bourbon barrel.
I
Let's
think
take
we need,
advantage of the tourism industry.
I think we need to take a show on a road for a trip down to Kentucky and spend some time with Jen down there.
Yeah, you stay in my house. I got extra bedrooms, and I've got a full
Yes,
car.
She has.
Oh, hey.
Big full bar.
Who needs a bedroom
Yeah.
when there's a full
Well,
bar?
Yeah.
Tony
She's
moved
well-
in, so we have all of that bar too. So, like, yeah, I got a big bar now.
Jen's well situated to hold a nice bourbon party. So.
Well, there you go. Road show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That does.
Zach, can you
I
make
got-
that happen?
Hesitation here.
I got the vehicle.
There you
I
go.
can haul. I think 10 people.
There you go.
There you go.
That's trouble waiting to happen.
Yeah.
And Chris Snyder is drinking an Oban 14.
Ooh.
Nice, Chris.
That's what
Nice.
he's
Oban
got
is
right
great.
now.
Good selection.
Good product. Hold on.
Very good.
Love the 14.
Karen Burns turned me on to that.
Oh, that's right. She did. She definitely did.
Yeah, I got turned on to that by a guy I went to high school with.
Oh, easy. We
with
don't
the
want to
guy?
know that story.
Oh, not
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
Well, I mean, it was a nice
We're
Christmas
going
party.
with this family show.
That's a family. Yeah. I said I got turned on to it by a guy in high school. Not turned on to a guy from high school.
I don't hear so well anymore.
Oh, I thought you said he got turned on by a guy.
That's what I thought.
All
What's going on
right.
over
Thanks for
there,
tuning in this week.
Don't listen to him,
All
Reverend.
right.
Don't listen to him, Reverend.
Okay. Well,
Oh, no.
Karen, are you going to tell us a little bit about tonight's whiskey?
Sure. I sure can tell
Yes.
you a little bit about Old Bones 10 year.
Old bones.
Oh, yeah.
So this comes from the Backbone
Easy.
Bourbon Company.
Okay.
They source quality barrels from different distilleries, and then they change them through blending and different finishes. And they tend to lean towards the higher proof, bolder tasting bourbons. So this is going to be interesting because I try to shy away from those higher proof bourbons. They say that their original bourbon, which is called Backbone Uncut, basically was started because they got frustrated. Their supplier dropped them, saying, well, we started to invest in aged bourbon and rye barrels, and they only sold it in Indiana. Until 2014, they started to expand out to other states. The first samples that they brought out were 114.9 proof.
Right up Greg's wheelhouse.
That is. That might be a little low on your wheelhouse. I don't know.
I like high proof.
And they considered cutting it, but they brought in an expert unnamed
Uh-huh.
to give advice. And after the first sip, he said, don't cut it. So they stayed with it.
What'd you tell them, Bob?
I am not that high on that ladder yet.
Come on. But along with their Backbone bourbon, Jen, I know you said you had the 13?
A 15 year.
A 15 year.
Yep.
Okay. They also have Bone Snapper Rye, which I love that name.
That's amazing.
It's 108 proof. They have a Bone Snapper Rye 4-year reserve that comes in at 110. And, Doug, just for you, they have an Ald Blow-In Scotch.
Whoa.
It's a 14-year, 110 proof Scotch.
Ooh.
Right.
So, interesting. So this is a 10-year. This is also 110 proof. Sells for about $107, what I found online. It is aged 10 years with 20% of it finished in, and I've never heard of this before, Apera barrels, which are known as Australian sherry casks.
Yes, they are very, very expensive.
Oh.
Very, very, very rare, very expensive
See, I
barrels.
did not know that. I did not know that.
Awesome.
No clue. But they say that the Apera casks provide a...
Go ahead, gents. Take one and
She's
smell it.
trying. She's
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. You can pass it out.
No, I'm getting the finger over there.
I wanted to tell you, Jen, just because you're here, the Apera casks, they give it a nutty character.
We haven't had any nut skins for a while.
Ah, nutskins.
Something about them nutskins.
These nuts. There you go.
These nuts.
Good restraint, Greg. Not commenting on Bone Snapper.
I was gonna say some things, and I just
But he
You
went to
can
the nut.
see
But he
it
had to do the
right
nuts.
I
I
got
saw
to the
that.
stop sign, and I just took a left.
Oh, good
All
lord.
right.
Oh, good lord.
All right, so that's what I
You'll
have
pass
on
these out to-
this. Doug, do you have anything you want to throw out there and add that I...
Did you
You
do
already
that?
got
Did you talk about the
yours.
Mashville?
I did not talk
I
about the
think,
mash
I think
bill.
it's a relatively high rye, 55% corn, 40% rye, and 5% barley. So it's a high rye bourbon.
You can smell it.
the,
Oh, yeah.
the rye.
Well,
or
rye
the-
smells. Okay, this is dumb, but rye smells like wet dog to me. I can always tell when there's.
Hey,
Something
That's
you
just-
associate with it? God bless
Hey,
you.
everybody smells
It,
something
it's
different.
no, I get. I mean, to me, it usually high rye gets the cinnamon, baking spices, allspice kind of.
it's great.
The smell is great. Sticks good to the glass.
That's because I farted.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
Just saying.
Well, the color is very dark, which I
It
think
is.
what goes to the sherry cask,
There you go. Yeah.
Australian sherry cask.
Yeah.
For-
There you go. I got some of that dark kind of
First thing, straight
plummy,
cherry.
whatever, figgy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight cherry, little ethanol.
I agree with you on the cherry. It's very
Just-
prominent to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Even starting with the color, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's a beautiful color. It's just like copper. I mean,
It's got the ethanol in it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
On the
You're getting-
nose?
Yeah, just lightly, but I get it.
It's hard to go to Sherwin-Williams and say, give me a paint that color.
They could probably match it.
Oof.
You know what? I'm really surprised because at 110 proof, I was expecting this to be a little more hot on the nose, but to me it isn't. I don't get that ethanol poof that I
Yeah.
thought I was going to get. It's more sweet to me, which kind of goes with what I feel on ryes normally. Seem to fall a little
I
more
get
sweet.
the typical. I get vanilla, caramel, toffee.
I'm not getting any of that.
No,
I
I'm
get
getting
I'm getting
straight
no
cherry, straight fruit.
Yeah.
And I get
Straight
coffee.
You
Like
You don't get any
fresh
wet
coffee.
dog.
No.
I don't get any of that.
No, I'm getting
what it smells like.
maybe wet green grass. On
Oh,
a
you're
s-
so nice. Yeah. Okay, we'll call it that.
You know, I do. I'm getting some cherry.
Yeah, I
But you're
mean,
right. There's not much
Yeah.
there though.
No,
like
no,
it's
it's-
almost. It's like
It's like a one-trick
I'm not
wonder
getting
on
any.
that.
yeah.
It's like one
But
note
that's the
and
thing
done.
though. When the nose isn't that great for me, it tastes fantastic.
Yeah, I say that all the
Yeah,
time.
because it's
Yeah.
true.
It is true.
Yeah, it is true. Can I taste it now?
You can taste it. I was just going to ask
Right.
our audience if they have anything they want to add as far
Anybody
as
in
the
the audience?
nose.
I don't get any really much out of the nose.
Just ethanol and a fruit, a sweet
Yeah.
fruit, and it's.
I got
yeah.
a cherry.
say-
I did
Yeah.
catch a cherry, and then I got it just now in a coconut. I mean,
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you're-
I could see
Now
the,
that I'm-
I could see a coconut, like a nice.
I would say if I got anything out of there, I would say it was a citrus product, so to say.
What were you gonna say, Ken?
I just gonna say it smells to me like specifically like dried cherries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
all right.
Yeah, I don't get that.
But I don't. I
I'd
also
say
am not
citrus.
getting too much like.
We might. Damn! I wish I had the bourbon nosing kit.
Available on Amazon. As a matter of fact,
Oh, is
they
it?
are. Yes, they are.
We,
And I
we
would start-
featured it on this show.
Are you?
Yeah.
Not to kind of cut it back. Last week we were talking about everybody doing an infinity bottle. Are you going to partake in that?
I've already got one. Yeah.
You already started one?
Oh, I've already.
I
had
started
one.
mine.
No, we're starting a new one.
Okay,
A
I'll
new
start
one for
a
the
new
year.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
That's fine.
No playing around.
Okay.
And then
Producer-
All right.
we'll
Anybody else?
All right. What do we got?
Any other
Okay.
She's ready for more.
So,
Jen says this one tastes like more.
All right.
so the tasting notes they didn't have anything on their website, so I went elsewhere.
What's
It
the-
says there's definitely a nice hint of orange peel.
Before, you're doing
Citrus?
tasting notes already?
I was. Okay.
Oh, I would like to taste
No,
it.
I was
he's
doing the
doing-
nose.
Oh, the nose.
Oh.
Okay,
The
okay,
nose.
okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
well,
I said it's something citrus.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You did
I
say
didn't.
that.
I
I didn't
Citrus.
say.
I didn't get it. But
I didn't
hey.
say it was orange, but it was a citrus, which
Yeah.
is you're
Yeah,
saying.
which
you're saying is
Orange peel.
Orange
peel with a strong hit of vanilla
nice.
and honey/cherry wood.
All right.
Cloves and apple pie on the nose.
I'm getting the clove. You know, now that
I said,
the clove is there,
baking spice.
subjective.
I get nothing. I got nothing.
That's
But
probably
I-
your headache is messing.
Maybe it's
with
because
you.
I set up like now I'm keep getting the coconut. So
Well,
we'll see.
maybe what you pre-gamed with.
It could be a combination
All right.
of all those.
All right, now Jen, now you can
I
taste
just
it.
let this sit.
Okay.
I just let this sit. I'm not. I swear to God.
Wait, and
I
it-
just picked the bottle, the glass up, and I hit it. It was straight up coconut.
That's
Power
what I say.
suggestion.
Straight up
Oh,
coconut.
he and I. It's
You
just
guys
a
are on
thing
the
we-
No, the coconut is there. It's a sweet nutty.
Hey,
Nut skin.
Can you put them titties in there too?
Them titties.
Okay.
Really?
It definitely is coconut now. I let
Yeah.
it sit. I
Yeah.
didn't get anything. I got nothing. All I had was the citrus.
Have you tried it yet? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
Are we? Is it?
Yeah.
oh,
go.
yeah.
Jen's already ready for a refill
Jen,
already.
Jen,
Come on.
wait. So, Jen,
Jennifer.
let's start with you. What do you? What do you?
I'm on the thirsty, man.
I need more. I need more.
I love her.
Who
I
invited
love
her?
her.
Who invited her? I want to
lost
see that
track.
person. Who
Break
brought
all
her
the
here?
rules.
Are we tasting? Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
you
Yeah,
can
we
do a
are.
Kentucky
Okay.
Chew?
All right, we're gonna hit. We're diving
You
in,
can
kids.
chew.
Can you do a
spit.
Kentucky Chew?
I don't like the Kentucky Chew.
What is a
I prefer
Kentucky
3
Chew?
sips.
This is a Kentucky Chew. You put it in your...
Because this
Three
does
s-
not look attractive on anybody.
Oh.
3 sips, mister.
So what it
I'm a
does
3 sips guy.
is with the alcohol, then it kind of deadens everything, and then your next sip is where you get all the flavor.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, Freddie No taught everybody that
You
one.
did taste it on.
Holy crap!
I
Whoa!
It's-
Look, I get the
good.
coconut and I get chocolate.
100%
It's
coconut
It's
on
a
that fruit.
Mounds bar.
Yes, that first sip is definitely coconut.
Which is good for Halloween whiskey, right?
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
Yeah.
a
Wow,
treat.
that is.
Whoa! That was only one
that's
sip. I can't imagine.
delightful.
Maybe we'll get the nuts on the second sip.
I get coconut on the palate.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. Here.
You get coconut
Yeah.
on the palate.
I do.
Yeah, me too. Like I
100%.
said,
I mean, that's definitely like the
milk
coconut
chocolate
from
and
Malibu. It's the coconut flavor from Malibu rum.
Yeah.
Marshmallow maybe.
That's the flavor.
yes. There is a. That's what I said. It's like a Mounds
s'more.
bar, a candy bar. So marshmallow. Yeah.
I could get the milk out of it.
Which
but
I was,
definitely
which I'm
marshmallow, too.
surprised because from the nose, although we said coconut, I wasn't expecting that the taste was going to be that
Very forward.
like this.
Very forward on the coconut.
I was expecting a much more.
And no
Going
cherry.
back in.
And no cherry
You
taste.
can pour yourself some more there, sweetheart.
I don't. No, I'm good.
Really?
I'm letting it finish.
Really?
Yeah, I'm letting it finish. It's good. But I don't really get the coconut. Like,
Really?
yeah, for me, it's more. It's more hot. It's kind of grassy. I taste the grass now.
No, the grass was over
Really.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
You said wet dog, I said grass.
Whatever.
What do you?
No, definitely. That's
Anyway.
interesting. To me, that's so interesting because
Similar.
I get the strong coconut, a nice cocoa kind of.
I can get a little wood in the middle.
Whoa!
Oh!
Whoa! Well, you're right at the right table.
Hey, if things start to raise on this side, I'm just kidding.
Come on, it's a family show, kids. Family show.
Yeah, we're trying to get a family.
Whoa.
This is no
There's something
family
about this
show.
wood I just like sitting on.
That's our show.
No, that's it's no, it's truly
Settles in real nice.
Wow.
Look at her.
But it's not as rich as I thought it was going to be. The 15 years are a little more rich. Like it has a little
What
more
is
depth.
that, tenure?
I'm digging
This is
this.
That's a 10-year.
I'm
I mean,
digging,
it's
I'm digging
good.
this a lot.
Yeah,
it's.
like
it.
I find it plenty rich. I mean,
It's not as hot as I would have expected being at 100.
Right.
What is it, 110 on this one?
110.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got
it's not as hot.
it's got some heat, but it's
Well, it's all
relaxing.
mouth.
so
It's
to
all
say.
mouth heat.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not getting any Kentucky hug at all. Like I'm not getting any burn down this way
Yeah,
at
me
all.
neither. But it's
The finish is very short though. It's not a lingering finish on there. It's like
you want cat
once
water?
it's gone, it's gone.
Okay.
I agree with that. Now, what did you say? The swishing around. What is that called?
The
Kentucky
Kentucky,
Chew.
The Kentucky Chew. So I tried that, and I totally agree. It is very hot when you do
Yes.
that. It made me like wake up.
But you don't do the Kentucky Chew with the slurp. The
No, I choked to death.
Where are you going?
Get
Nobody should do
pneumonia
that.
and die. Like like, no, I'm
Hey.
not doing that.
When Freddie taught me, it was you got to sip and put a little bit in your tongue and go. But yeah, no.
I just do it because for me, what it does is that so you numb your mouth essentially, right? Because
Yeah,
of all
it
the
do.
alcohol, and then your next sip,
Yeah,
you can actually taste things.
Yeah,
That's
you-
how it works for me.
I-
and
I-
everybody's different. Take it how you like it.
I do the same thing, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I always try it 3 separate times.
I did the chew that was hotter.
I added a little bit of water, and actually the tongue feel got thicker, so it stuck on my tongue a little bit harder,
All right,
which is
all right.
really
Try
strange.
just a cap.
So you said you try it 3 separate times. What, do you do something different each time?
No, I just let it breathe, man.
It's
Oh,
a
you
different-
just
Try
said
it. You know,
it,
when you
let it
listen,
air out?
the water.
the smell what you can smell, and then when you get to the palate, I always like to do it 3 times, and I just
Me
take
too.
my time. You know, you guys know that. You know, all the time I'm always the last one to drink.
Not
Like
like Jack.
glass. I watch you guys finish it. You have your thing, and I'm doing my. That's where I get my rating,
Okay.
so to
And
say. You know.
and I do think there's something to letting, it's not wine, but letting it have some oxygen.
100%.
Well, that's what you do with a bad bottle. You decant it and hope to God the oxidation makes it taste better. Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, there's some bottles you can't
So
resuscitate.
never drink anything out of my decanter. That's all I gotta say about that.
Oh, is that
There's
the
a reason it's in
Oh, is that
there.
what they call it now?
You're not bringing that infinity, by the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, drink this one. This one's
Yeah, try
Buffalo
this.
Trace.
All right. Yeah.
So now we just
so-
pour it back in the bottle.
So go ahead, Karen.
What do we got?
Definitely,
I like
definitely chocolate in here, mocha. Definitely. is
Yeah.
With the water,
I would agree with
the
that.
chocolate comes
I
out.
say the Mounds Bar coconut.
It's nice.
chocolate.
I still say marshmallow,
Yeah, I get
coconut,
that.
marshmallow, chocolate, if you will.
Definitely.
I could say maybe a little vanilla,
Some cocoa nibs.
Yeah, of
and
course.
if not vanilla, I would say caramel.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I get in
Yeah.
this glass.
And I agree with everything you guys have called out on this, and the notes that I pulled are totally different.
Of course
That's
they
all
are.
right.
But
Everybody's
that's
palate.
okay.
It is
Everybody
okay.
tastes
It
something
is.
different.
Absolutely.
Everybody but us. We all taste the same.
Power suggestion, I think.
And again, these are not from the actual website where I usually
Yeah.
get them. They're from
Okay.
other places, but palate minty taste at the start.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Well,
No.
and you
No
know what?
mint.
I would say
Try
more
again.
cinnamon.
Somebody
I
got a
would
mint
say-
Yeah,
Mentos.
if I had to, the mint. No,
Yeah.
I don't get mint.
Followed by a sweet honey and somewhat of a butterscotch flavor.
Well,
Honey,
yeah, you get a little bit
maybe.
in that zone, but not honey. A lot of bourbons have honey. This doesn't
No,
give me a
no.
lot of that
A hint of spice, said one.
for sure.
I think it's a little more than a hint.
Yeah, I agree.
About spice? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely spicy.
Another website said butter, pralines, coffee, and key lime.
Coffee I
said-
can get
No,
behind, but none of the
no,
rest of that. It's
no.
not buttery at all.
I was about to say controversial, but I'm still getting a tiny bit of the cherry, and I'm getting key lime 100%.
Are you really?
I was
Shit.
sitting back here. I'm like, am I crazy?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but
Well, yeah.
I've never had that on a bourbon before.
There's a reason that you're the tech guy.
That's why.
Who invited this guy?
That's kind of amazing, though, right?
But
Like,
that's why tasting
That's awesome.
tasting whiskey is fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you
know.
like the key lime though?
Yes.
Okay.
I like it.
That's all
Yeah,
that
it-
matters.
Awesome.
I wish
And
I could
key
taste the
lime
key lime.
falls
Key
in
lime.
a little bit with
What do you
Greg's,
kids got over
citrus.
there? What do you kids got over there?
Anybody else?
Come on, Rai. What did you got?
Ryan?
Mounds Bar is right on the money for me.
there you
Okay.
go.
100%, yes.
Okay.
No nuts
As soon as I
though.
taste
Hey,
it.
Awesome.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Has Cameron been teaching you how to do this, or you already know what to do?
Yeah.
All right, are you still putting the paper bag in the just checking. Okay.
Putting that 40 in a paper bag, man. Got to try it.
No, I definitely get like
I'll get a little bit more.
cocoa,
Yes, ma'am.
like straight, cocoa.
I got it,
And
the
I
last
said
time.
cocoa nibs, like dark. That was the first thing that hit me was like really like chocolate, like
Yeah.
cocoa though.
But not
and
not
then-
sweet chocolate,
Yeah,
right?
not
Like
No, it's
Hershey's
not.
cocoa powder.
Yeah,
they got-
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Baking
Yeah.
chocolate.
It's a baking
Right.
You know,
chocolate.
it's like that was what hit me first on the palate, and then
I actually got a lot of that rye character, some of that
Yeah.
rye.
That's where your
spice I definitely
spiciness
got,
comes from.
But also definitely the I didn't get the coconut on the nose, definitely on the palate. So
The-
I
the rye
also
is
behind
prominent.
The Mounds Bar, I think that's dead on.
The rye is prominent with the first. That's where you get that spice and all that. That's that rye.
I mean, I know you said that there's barley in there, but I would like to know what type of barley, because there are multiple types of barley out there. The actual strain of barley would be probably giving us a lot of that good flavor that we're getting out of that.
What's
did you-
interesting
I think
though,
it's
because it
English
says it's
too,
high
though.
rye, and usually for me, I get like a lot of medicinal with high ryes, right?
Right.
That's my flavor. And this is not
No,
medicinal at all.
that's-
That's where that cherry comes from, right? Like cherry Ludens or whatever, but I don't get that at all with this.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's why I like it.
Yeah.
What did you say the mash bill was, Doug? Do you have that?
55 corn,
55. What did I say? 55, 40.
40, and then like 5 barley or something.
55 corn, 40 rye, 5% barley.
Right,
55
Yeah.
corn, barley, and rye.
Right.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, the corn, the barley's going to make a big difference.
But you know,
Blooming
a
the barley.
bourbon being
Right.
only 55% corn is that's a low corn.
Right. And that's actually kind of good because you're going to get the sweetness that you need out of it, but
Right.
the rye is going to give you the spice, and the barley is going to give you the rest of the blend of it, which
You know, barley's going to give you enzymes to
yeah.
help your mash work.
Well, and the interesting thing, so I said this was finished, 20% of it was finished in the Apera barrels. They
Yeah.
say Apera gives a unique flavor of stone fruit and spices.
And that's where you're getting your
Yeah.
yeah.
So did you get, I mean, stone fruit, I know that's
Well, yeah.
like a cherry, but.
A cherry falls
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's 100% right.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
I
say
agree
that
with- I
we
agree
did
with
good. We
Hey,
again, I think we did well.
let's give us a hand. I think we did.
Golf clap.
Golf clap.
And as far as the finish, they say it is a bold finish accented by tobacco and sweet cream.
I would
You
say
know?
more coffee than tobacco. I said coffee a little bit on my first taste, but I don't know.
I think
about
the finish doesn't last long enough to give me something. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
tongue feel and then gone.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's, not.
It's a very short finish.
Good. Did
Thank
tip,
you, Zach.
Did you tip him, Zach?
Yes, I did. He was
Oh,
30
All right.
minutes early with
What
the
do I-
pizza.
yeah,
All right, that's good.
Oh.
All
All
right.
right.
I was
Well, that's
wondering,
the
I'm
show of dinner's here. No.
All right, we'll catch you next week, kids.
We gotta go.
You know what I was thinking the other day? I
What
was
were you
Uh-oh.
thinking?
Pizza is like a real-time pie chart on how much pizza you have left.
Where you going?
Those weren't the words of the wisdom this week, were they?
No, it's just something that crossed my mind.
What? Huh? What?
It's the only. It's a real live pie chart. It's the only It's the world's most accurate pie chart.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Sleeve.
Exactly.
All right. So it's time
Anyway,
to score.
yeah.
Let's score.
Yeah.
Let's score it up, kids. Let's score it
And,
up. Who's going first?
Well,
Why don't we let Jen do her?
Okay.
There you go.
Second glass. She's doing good.
she's a she's a
I'm feeling good. I would give this
she's
a
a
four.
tough scorer.
But sometimes, yeah. But I know
But I-
what I like. I would probably give that like a 4.2.
Nice.
Wow.
Damn you!
Well, I already have a bottle on my bar, so
You
I have to go with
didn't
something
know
above 4, right? Yeah.
What did you say? I'm sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
I said I already have a bottle on my bar, so
Oh, okay.
like I'm already like you have to.
I
have
was
a score.
surprised.
But no,
thought
I actually
when
but
you
it-
kind of you sound like you were a little negative at the beginning.
well,
Why are you so negative?
I'm just critical.
No,
It's not a Jim Beam problem.
It wasn't me.
No, it doesn't matter.
I didn't mean it.
The
as a-
reason I like
I've
it,
never seen that in her.
well, I think the reason it's different. I like it because I mean, and I always like the challenge when it's got a bad nose. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. And so I just think it's an easy drink. Like you don't get the big burn, right? So yeah, I think it's good.
And
I
the
like
bad
it.
nose is because you got the wet dog.
Wet
off
dog,
of
but
it.
that's just me.
Yeah, okay.
And that's
With
how I smell
rye,
rye,
yeah.
right? That's how I smell it. That doesn't mean that's how everybody else smells it, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good. It's an easy drink. It goes down easy, obviously, because
She's on her third glass.
right. And
I
so-
love
Help
her.
yourself. Okay.
oh, and I just got just a blast of corn right there.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey.
Oh.
That's the thing too. The more you drink it, you get more out of it. I think too.
Right.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I could see her watching the show at home. She's probably like the bottom.
So
She's got a straw.
We'll just go counterclockwise,
You'll never know.
I guess.
Doug's trying to move it along.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's part of my job. Look, I think I do like this, and I was not. I got this. I saw this last year, and we we weren't able to get it for last year's Halloween
Right.
season. I just like the name because it kind of fit the October theme.
Absolutely.
But I've been wanting to get it all year, so that doesn't go into my score. But
Can I
do
ask
really-
you where
yeah.
you got it? Did you get it online? Did you get it in a store? Did
no,
you
I
get
got it
out of
online.
town?
I
And,
think-
Okay.
and part two to that
Yeah.
question, the price of that bottle.
$107 is what I found.
So it was over $100.
Okay.
So, but it's just not. It's kind of rare. It's not. There's not a lot of it out there, but I wanted to get it, so I did. I like it. If I could have it on my bar, I would choose to do so. So I'm at a 4.05 and 0.52 and.
It's 6
It's
cents.
not pi, like it doesn't go infinity.
No, it's not an irrational number. But
Didn't Albert do something? He went
Yeah,
like
no, I
4 or
know.
5.
I went a 4.5798.3.
yeah.
You're like, what?
Are you out
I
your
think-
mind?
I
Yeah.
think he was kind of teasing me on that one.
No, he was busting your chops.
Yeah.
Totally
So
got
Karen,
to.
it's Karen because we're going.
Oh, my turn. So I would say I am afraid of the higher proof bourbons. I don't typically care for them. I like this one. I really do.
Yeah.
It does not drink like a higher proof.
It's
No, it
Smooth.
doesn't.
Yeah.
it is hot at first,
Yeah.
but I think there is complexity to it, and I like that. I do like that you have like the candy bar mounds taste to it. So I'm gonna give it a straight 4.0.
All right.
Gee,
395.
395.
No explanation,
Gee.
just 395.
395.
But we're and G and I are still
We're in the game.
close.
We're still in the
We're
game,
the
son.
same
We're in the
size.
game.
Okay, so that leaves us with Bob.
All right.
Again, very nice, complex in its simplicity is what it is. Not a whole lot of tasting notes, not a whole lot of nose, everything. I think I'm with Jen, but I think I'm at like a 4 7/16.
How does that translate
What's
into
the
decimal?
decimal?
I'm American. I don't do decimals.
Thank God you didn't do any metrics.
7/16.
What's
That's
70 divided
about.
by 16?
What did you?
No, I mean it's like a 4.25. Let's go like a 4.25. Okay, we'll
Nice
take it easy.
easier.
score from Bob.
Because-
Yeah.
That is really nice. I like the complexity of it, but in the simplicity of it, and that is something that I would love to have on my bar, because that is one of
That's
those
a
that
good
will
bottle.
cause a
Definitely.
whole lot of discussion.
It is.
Okay.
It's a good
Counterclockwise. So that
Well,
takes us.
okay. I'm sorry. I
Cam.
pointed at Zach first. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, hey,
Cameron.
I'm up. It's a weird bird, and I like it. So I was gonna say 4.3, but
Wow.
with the over $100 price point, I gotta knock that down to a 4.25.
Okay.
4.25.
That's not too much
still
of a shakedown.
No,
Okay.
Mr. Cameron.
All right. Well, for me, I definitely think. I mean, I will just say I really liked this. I liked how, yeah, it seemed very unique to me.
It's a
Again,
unique
complex
drink
in
for sure.
simplicity.
I agree.
It was really enjoyable. From the second I smelled it, I was like, "Oh, I love this." The
Mhm.
nose I really loved. It was just so bold in what it was selling you, and then on the palate, I feel like it delivered, but also totally different in the nose. I felt like for sure.
Yes.
On the palate, really, really good. Such an easy drink, in my opinion, for how, like, you know, again, it's hot on the mouth, smooth on the way down. I definitely give that at least 4.25.
4 point.
I push it probably to 4.3. Like, I think I'm gonna have to get
4.3.
Okay.
Got the half a point back.
I'm gonna.
I love how Cameron paints that picture
I know he does.
for
he
you.
does.
That was an awesome
yeah.
description. I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's why we like having you.
Uh,
What about Miss Shauna?
I give it a 3.999.
Come again, baby.
The Russian judge 3.99.
3.999.
999.
Didn't
The
stick
German
landing.
judge. Sorry, the judge. German judge. 999.
So Shauna, let me ask you, why didn't you go to 4 with this?
It's just a little hot.
Hot for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is complex. I mean, I like
So
the
you
complexity.
don't need to have it on your bar, but you really
I would-
certainly wouldn't mind if it was.
Right.
So isn't her bar your
I'm not
bar?
gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it, but
Yes.
I would enjoy it.
Yes.
Yes, it's not going on my bar,
Okay.
All
but I'll
right.
enjoy it on yours.
I would have it to share with people. That's what I
All
would
right,
have it
Ryan,
for.
you're the last one.
Is that
Right,
Ryan
yeah.
or is that Thethoda, whatever his name is?
It's better than my other handle. If I was logged into the other account, you would have asked, "Who's got lube?"
Okay.
Oh, and there's our show for tonight.
We'll see you next week.
Hey now.
You got the address?
Yes.
At any rate, I kind of disagreed with the nose. Like, it didn't really do anything for
Me neither. Me neither.
It had a lot of complexity to it, but it didn't enhance anything. But I tasted it. I loved how it tasted.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like drinking, like the Mounds Bar is exactly perfect, right on the money for me. But it was like drinking that with like the spike in there, and so I don't really have a huge frame of reference for it, but I'd give it, if just judging from how you guys are working on it, I would say like a 4.1. I want it on my
Right.
bar.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
Good job.
Nice.
Good call.
Nice.
Good call.
Yeah.
Not a rookie
Ryan.
score.
Okay.
Like it.
All around very good
Yeah.
scores.
Way to go, Doug.
It was worth the year.
Nice pick.
Year plus wait. Yes.
And does that change anything if it just sits there in the bottle for? No, it doesn't
As
change.
long as,
As long as
it's
it's
not
not open.
evaporating.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have an open bottle as long as it's not evaporating. It's the same as it was when it went in the bottle.
As long as there's no more headspace.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you open it, that's when things.
Yeah.
No,
start-
it's okay.
It's
That
officially-
they say that as long as it's not evaporating, then it's not getting more oxygen to it, so it's not oxidizing. So as long as you're not having any evaporation or change of color, like you don't want to keep it in sunlight, as long as it's not in the sun and it's not evaporating, it's the same as last time you tasted it.
Oh, okay, interesting.
That's what they say.
It shouldn't theoretically.
Bob doesn't agree, but that's okay.
I don't agree with you.
Well, but if half the bottle's drunk, you will have
Drunk?
Well, anytime you add,
If
if the drunk and a drunk, thank you very much.
If it had been drunken,
If it had been consumed,
drunken, then
he's stupid.
I looked up stupid in the dictionary. I saw his picture next to himself.
He was like this.
Oh my God.
Slap him.
Hey, we beat him up.
Why haven't I done this sooner?
Wizard.
He is a wizard.
Is not stupid.
No, but I mean, in all reality, when you add oxygen to it, like more headspace, you're gonna change the flavor because it is gonna change. It is gonna oxidize.
Yes.
I've had, like you said, you decant things. I've had bad bourbons that have grown legs and have not been as bad. This one is going to be one I'd like to see how this one's going to do because it's really good now.
yeah.
This one I see getting better with the half a bottle of headspace. I think it's going to get better.
Okay.
So you did add water to
I
it.
did, and it did change the tongue feel, which was really strange.
That's
I've
I
only
missed
had
when you
I've
were
only
saying
had
that.
one other spirit that did that, and that was a Hawaiian moonshine that's made out of sugarcane. When you add water to that gets really thick and changes the tongue feel, and that kind of gave me the same feeling because it changed.
Got thicker?
It got a little thicker, so it coated my tongue a little bit more, which I really enjoyed because I like it when something sets on. Shut up, Greg. I like it when something sits on my tongue a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
But it did.
Oh, that
it
poor
did
dog.
stay longer. That's why I have Stock and Skippy.
All right.
But it did.
my
It did.
goodness.
Adding the cap full of water did make the tongue feel a little thicker. It gave it a little more viscosity to it, and that's what I do enjoy. Something that will hang a little bit longer.
I start barking, the dogs start barking.
Yeah, see how you are?
I know.
Antagonizer.
Anyway. All right.
Anyway.
Let's get into this.
Yeah, so do we want to take a quick look at what we're going to talk about next week?
That would be delightful.
Yeah, so we have like raw video of the bottle cam just due to timing and
Technical difficulties, but we...
anything.
We got it done.
We got it done.
We have the video. I think we can provide the background sound effects while we're doing it.
The bottle cam. There we go. Okay,
So
now-
next week starts is November, which is my favorite month because it is Wild Turkey Month.
Turkey month.
That's just foul.
It is, isn't it?
Oh my
We're gonna
gosh,
make
you
you
guys
wear the
did
hat.
that
That was your
I mean, I
Yeah.
wanted Rye to try it.
I'm
you know,
supposed to
I
make
know
the bad
Zach probably likes
Oh,
it. as
you
well.
had the Wild Turkey Rye going already, pre-gaming with that one for next week.
There we go. We're getting ready. So, okay, here comes the bottle cam for next week, and I cannot be responsible for whatever any of these people say while that is going on. So here it goes.
Nobody's going to say anything. This is going to be really cool.
That's because I didn't take responsibility.
Of course.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh.
Here it comes. I don't
Barrel
There it
proof
goes.
wild turkey rare breed.
have the little bit of stock that we have to
So-
choose from.
So we've done the Wild Turkey rare breed,
We're not
but
back
this
yet.
is a different.
Go. I mean, no. You go ahead.
Go
Keep
ahead.
going.
Oh wait,
keep
no,
going.
we'll come back. Go ahead.
Oh no, we're back. We're back.
Hey!
Yeah.
Wild
So-
Turkey Rare Breed.
So what makes this different?
So what's different about the foolproof, if you will, is the proof. Okay, so this we have done the foolproof in the past, and the one that we're going to do next week is a little bit higher proof. So.
Barrel proof.
Barrel proof.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So.
Nice.
That's great.
Straight out of the barrel.
Straight
No
out of the
cut.
barrel.
Love them like that.
Exactly.
Don't add
I
anything
know.
to it.
Oh man,
of the best.
I went down to Starlight Distillery one time. If you guys are in Indiana, get a chance to go down to Starlight. They're great people. Talk to the Hubers, the guys, the owners. We did a bunch of sampling down there. Then they took us to the Rick House. We did like 15 samples in the Rick House. Here, try this one out of this barrel. Pull a bung, take a sample. Unfiltered, uncut. Oh my God.
The best whiskey I've ever had is
Right out of the
somebody's
barrel.
thiefed it out of the barrel.
Oh my God! When you thief it out of a barrel, it is probably the most unadulterated whiskey you ever could have, and the greatest flavors. So,
All right,
let's
wrap it up, kids.
Do you have any closing words?
Yeah, again, thanks for watching, and remember that if you missed the live show, please watch it later on because it's all those views that help us keep this thing going. And anyway, for today's closing quote, this comes from Johnny Carson, and we've done this before, but it's one of my favorites. Hey-o! Yeah. Happiness is having a rare steak, a bottle of whiskey, and a dog to eat the rare steaks.
All right, kids, listen, thanks for watching. Jen, thanks for being here. Appreciate
Happy to be
it.
here. It's been fun.
Yes.
Jen, I have to say that you look taller on the scroll.
Well, I used to
Great
say
job.
I need 6 more inches in another hand, but then
I say that all the time.
God, I love her.
All right, kids. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed the show. It was a lot of fun today, as always. And until then, we'll see you next week. Be safe. God bless. Until then,
And happy
I am your host,
Hello Whiskey.
Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
Looker Boggs.
Bourbon Bob, and remember, hug the ones you love because you don't know when the next time you will.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen. All right,
So long,
kids. Be
folks.
safe. Next week. See ya.
Happy Halloween.
If whiskey stopped working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing numbs the pain like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, 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 if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, 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 if whiskey stopped. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee.